Frequency across the planes. Reality is a spectrum of resonance, a single infinite vibration descending through octaves until it becomes form. Each plane of existence is a phase state of frequency, a different relationship between motion and meaning. Sound at its core is vibration, a patterned movement of energy. Across the planes of reality, vibration takes on different qualities, from undifferentiated potential to organized tone, directed intention, emotional expression, and finally physical sound and form. Here's how sound as vibration behaves and transforms through each major plane. Aeonic plane, vibration before differentiation, the undifferentiated potential. At the aeonic level, vibration exists as pure undifferentiated unity, pure possibility, the silent source from which all arises. There is no rhythm, no pitch, no tone, no separation, no distinction, only the infinite potentiality before any choice or emergence. Here, sound is not yet sound as we know it. It is the profound silence that contains all frequencies in perfect equilibrium, the 0 point resonance beyond duality. It is the uncollapsed wave of all that can be, the hum before harmony, the silence that sings all things into existence. Not yet a song, but the source of every song. Not movement, but the very capacity for movement. Not expression, but the boundless field of potential vibration. No time equals no rhythm, no motion. No space equals no direction. No form equals no echo, no manifestation. This is the womb of vibration, the sea of infinite resonance, the mirror of nothingness where even the idea of sound, thought, or light has not yet stirred. All frequencies rest simultaneously, undivided, unchosen, and unspoken. The primordial backdrop, the undifferentiated light, the still point before the first subtle polarization begins to unfold the planes. Celestial plane, vibration as archetypal tone, being. On the celestial plane, the one begins to resonate as many. From the infinite arises distinction, not yet as individual entities, but as archetypal essences. Each soul, law, and principle becomes an eternal note, not spoken but emanated, like the sound of a crystal humming in light. Vibration takes the form of pure essence or identity, stable harmonic perceived as clarity of truth, archetype, or being. Here, sound is not vibration through air, but through light and essence. These are the fundamental harmonics of reality, the geometries of unity, the pure notes of identity. You do not hear celestial sound, you remember it. It is the part of you that already knows the harmony before it is played. Sound here is unheard by the ears but perceived through alignment and through knowing. Sacred geometry begins here, the visual counterpart of eternal tone. Geometry begins as formless tone, crystallizing into structure. To be is to resonate uniquely within the great harmony. Causal plane, vibration as directed intention, will. In the causal plane, the pure tones of being condense into structure. Frequency gains direction, the logo speaks. This is the plane of encoded vibration, mantras, archetypes, and seed forms. Vibration becomes choice, the soul begins to exert intention upon the field, shaping energy into archetype of purpose. Sound here is a carrier wave of will, every vibration and intention in motion, a preformed blueprint waiting to solidify. It's not heard but felt inwardly as direction, as the nudge of purpose or the force behind manifestation. It is the sound of the blueprint, the word before it is made flesh. Vibration gives aim, the word spoken with intent. Geometry here becomes dynamic, the shifting scaffolding of becoming. Vibration is dynamic, directive, and encoded. Geometry becomes patterned and purposeful. This is the level where the word, logos, begins to act. Astral plane, vibration as emotion and symbol feeling. The astral plane is the ocean of emotion, imagination, and dream. Here, frequency becomes felt as mood, color, desire, and memory. Resonance softens into color, mood, and image. Vibration becomes fluid and expressive. Sound is more fluid, like music that shifts the heart without words. It is experienced as emotional tone or symbolic resonance. Music, color, and memory all function through this level of vibration. These are the symphonies of the unseen world, auras, visions, dreams, all resonant expressions of the soul song. The frequencies of desire, fear, memory, and dream flicker like auroras through the subtle body. The soul feels vibration and responds. Each emotion a wave, each wave a message. In this plane, vibration begins to drip with story. Each tone paints an inner landscape. The geometry softens into symbol, sound dances in waves, and we feel its meaning. Astral sound is dream music, a frequency you remember only when you stop trying to hear it. The music of the unseen self dancing in the mirror of the heart. Vibrations shift and blend more easily, felt as emotion, meaning, or personal symbolism. Geometry loosens and becomes symbolic or archetypal imagery. Material plane, vibration as form and experience, embodiment. Here, vibration becomes dense enough to move air and shape matter. Vibration slows into solidity. Sound is now audible. It travels through space and can be recorded, touched, and measured. The song crystallizes into shape, a world of atoms, bones, and stars. It is vibration slowed into time, frequency woven into rhythm and tone, and finally into shape and sensation. Yet every form is still humming. Geometry is frozen sound, matter is music slowed. The visible is the audible, wearing a mask of stillness. Sacred geometry, which began as harmonic tone, now crystallizes. Snowflakes, seashells, flowers all reveal the hidden music of matter. Cymatics demonstrates this. When you apply vibration to a medium like sand or water, it forms geometric patterns. So in the material world, sound is audible through vibration in a medium like air or water. Sound is visible through form, e.g., cymatic patterns, architecture, the body. Sound is felt through touch, vibrations on the skin, pressure, and rhythm. Every object has a resonance. Every voice is a sculptor of the air. Every atom is humming a silent song. It is the most tangible form of vibration, and yet still it is only the shadow of the upper planes. Unified understanding. Across all these planes, sound is the thread of coherence. In the aeonic, it is the unspoken infinity. In the celestial, it is the note of being. In the causal, it is the word of will. In the astral, it is the song of feeling. In the material, it is the echo of the divine made audible. Every act of listening, truly listening, is an act of remembering the music behind the veil. This descent is not linear, it spirals. Every breath contains echoes from every plane. To live is to vibrate across dimensions, to remember the song behind the shape.